I got vaccinated. And when you have the opportunity, when it's your turn, I hope you get it too. So when the vaccination programs started rolling out in our country, I immediately wanted to get vaccinated because I believe in science and in expert studies. And I understand that we have to take this step to ensure that we are protecting our communities. And I know it's been difficult. There's a lot of inequality in terms of vaccine distribution. There are other countries who are struggling even now to get a hold of these vaccines. I understand how there are still some people who have misgivings about the vaccine because of the perception that the entire development for the vaccine was rushed. But what we need to recognize is that this is actually the fruit of many years of study and research that came into fruition now because we are in a time of emergency, and it's been funded by a lot of groups to expedite the process of learning more about this vaccine. And we have seen through all of the clinical trials the efficacy and the real world effectivity of this vaccine. After mass vaccinations among other developed countries, we can confidently say that vaccines work. Taking the vaccine will not ensure that you will not get the COVID-19 virus ever, but it protects you from getting severe COVID and overrunning our hospital system with a lot of people who are sick who need to be taken into the ICU and intubated. And this is something that we need to consider. Are we willing to get vaccinated and get that extra layer of protection to make sure that even if by some chance we still get COVID, it's going to be mild or asymptomatic, something that we can manage? Or do we want to be in a life and death situation? I also understand that some people don't want to get the vaccine because they're scared of getting jabbed. I understand this because I am also one of the people who don't like to get poked. I mean, how many people in the world would actually prefer and seek out getting poked by a needle? Well, I would venture there would be some. But majority of us really don't want to get poked around and prodded with sharp objects. But you see, when I sat down for the actual jab, I was very nervous. I was scared of the pain. But when they actually put the needle into my arm muscle, to be honest, I didn't feel anything at all. There was no pain. And that was when I realized that my fear is so much bigger than the actual pain that I will experience.
Taray po ako magbabakuna, ma'am. Harap na po tayo dito.
Joke! Wait lang po, sir. Joke. Kinakabahan ako. Joke.
Hindi na muna kayo malalim, ma'am. Sunod lang po sa instruction ko, ma'am. Okay po. Relax lang po. Baba po yung balikat. Patong lang po yung kamay sa iba. Okay. Baba po yung balikat. Hindi na malalim.
It's going to be very quick, and even if you get side effects, it's going to be like between 1 to 3 days if you experience side effects at all. Isn't that worth it if that is the trade-off for the peace of mind that you have an extra layer of protection in this pandemic?
Super bilis lang. So, I'm not feeling anything in the injection site. To be honest, I was just scared a while ago. But I didn't really feel anything when they poked me with the needle. It wasn't painful at all. And we're just waiting for 10 to 15 minutes here at the observation area to make sure that there are no adverse reactions. There are no severe allergies that might manifest. So relieved to finally be able to be vaccinated. I waited for this for so long. But of course, we have to follow the priority list. And of course, we have to make sure our frontliners, our senior citizens, our people with comorbidities, they all, and our frontliners, not just the healthcare workers, get to have their vaccine first. So I'm thankful that my employer has arranged this vaccination program for us. And now I'm vaccinated. I have my first dose. Yay! Yay! You don't know how happy I am. Like, I almost cried. I almost cried after I got vaccinated, but not because it's painful, but because I'm so happy.
What we really need to remember is that when we are given the choice between getting vaccinated or not, is that the choice is not just about us. My decision will not just affect me. It will affect everyone in my circles. I personally believe that it's part of our responsibility to look out for the people around us, not just our loved ones and friends. And to make sure that we are making steps to help each other. And part of helping each other is to get the protection that is available to us, so that we won't be part of the burden of the mental and emotional load of other people. I know we all worry these days. That's not even talking about all of our healthcare workers who have been so overworked. They have had no breaks trying to stop the bleeding of humanity. And this is just one thing that we can do for each other. If there's something that this pandemic has showed us, it's that we are really not made to be alone. One of the things that heavily impact our mental health is the opportunity to socialize, to be in our social groups, get face-to-face support, spend time with our loved ones, do the things that we normally enjoy, like going out to eat. And these are simple joys that have been taken away from us because it's unsafe right now. And we actually have something that can help us experience that again. For me, the bigger impact is knowing that I was part of the solution to stop the spread of the virus. See, when we get vaccinated, that is also a show of concern, not just for ourselves, but for other people. For the people who are scared of the momentary pain of getting jabbed, can you imagine the sense of relief and peace of mind it will give your loved ones who are worrying about you when they find out that you have chosen to get the vaccine? I am just so thankful. I am so thankful that I even had access to a COVID-19 vaccine and to contribute in protecting my loved ones. And I hope if you get the chance that you consider that when you make a choice.